What's up, YouTube? I'm coming through with another video on this Friday evening, and we're going to get straight into this topic because I have got a story for you guys. This is more of a story, I should say, and not a topic, but this is some crazy shit that just happened recently, and I'm going to make a video about this. And I ain't worried or concerned because I ain't going to say any names. These people don't watch this channel, so it's all good. But I have a buddy that's quite a bit older than me. We go to the same gym. We talk quite a bit if we're there at the same time. And he recently got a new girlfriend. He was with her for a little bit, not too long. But he was with her for a fair amount. He moved in with her, or she moved in with him. I don't even know which one. I'm not that close to this guy, but like, we know each other. I knew him for quite a while. I don't hang out with him all the time or nothing like this. I just see him at the gym and stuff. And I don't ask him these questions about his personal life. But either one of them moved in with each other, so they're living together. She has a couple kids. And he was telling me at the gym that she started giving him a hard time. And he's starting to go fucking nuts. Because this girl is just always at him, all the time, saying some crazy shit. Like if he comes home after the gym sometimes, she'll just go right up to him and confront him and get right up in his face and be like, "You were cheating on me, weren't you? You were cheating on me, weren't you? Show me your dick." And she'll just say crazy shit like this. This is exactly what he just told me. And he basically had enough of this. It started to drive him nuts. I could see it in him. He was frustrated. He was mad. And he's the type of guy that he's an easily agitated type of guy. He easily gets mad if people do stupid shit around him or crazy shit around him. Especially doing shit like this that is personal. That really gets under this guy's skin. I knew this guy long enough to know that you should not mess around with this type of guy. And she does a bunch of other crazy shit to him too. She'll say other crazy shit. And he's letting her know, he told me he lets her know that you have to get, like, he knows there's something wrong with her. And the information we know about narcissists, he doesn't know, like, much about this stuff. Because I started to explain to him what was happening, and I could see in his eyes that he's like, holy shit. Like, that's true. And he still doesn't fully understand, but he knew what I was talking about. So he's just coming to the awakening that this shit actually exists. And he's still with her at this time. And I was just thinking of him like, I told him the best things I could. I told him the best thing I could have told him. And I let him know straight up that, bro, like, you gotta get the fuck out of there right now. Because there is no end to this. It does not get better. It only gets worse. And he knew I was serious. He knew what I was saying was true. And I even told this guy about the black hole theory, where he can pour as much of himself into her over and over and over again, give her all the love, give her material things, give her money, give her this, give her that. It's never going to be enough, because there is a hole clearly inside of this girl that'll never get filled. And he was letting her know even before I was telling him this stuff that she needs to go see a therapist or a psychologist and go and get help. And he told me that she said things like, I can't. Because if I go there, they're going to say I'm fucking crazy and they're going to take my kids. And he was he was just like, couldn't believe it, you know? And it was not this past weekend, but the weekend before this, there was a UFC event on. It was the Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier fight. It was this UFC, I think it was UFC 252 or 253. And I went to this guy's house. This was the first time I ever went to this guy's house because I seen him at the gym. We were there at the same time on Saturday night. He asked me what I was doing. I wasn't doing much. He told me to go on over to the house once all those kids go to bed and everyone's like gone to bed and stuff like this. We'll go watch the UFC event on the flat screen. And I said I'd go over because this guy, I didn't even know where he lived at this time. I knew he lived in the same city as me, but not where. He actually lives like a 3-minute drive away from where I'm at right now, and I didn't even know. He gave me the address. I went there. He cooked some food. I got there. I took a little bit of food myself. We made some stuff up. We ate. We were watching the UFC event. And this girl came out of the room and started coming near me and him. And she was acting extremely weird. And he told me this stuff before I went over, and I was starting to scope out this girl myself. And I sensed that snake off of her. I sensed that weird energy off of her, that something was not right. There's a human being coming near us right now without a soul. I could sense that. She was not there. I could even feel this jealous energy coming off her. The fact that I was sitting down by the guy she was with, and me and him were bonding and vibing, watching the UFC event. She came. I was sitting on one side of the couch like this. He was sitting on the other side of the couch like this because it was a big like L-shaped couch. She sat beside him, grabbed his arm, and like wrapped herself around him and started like sitting by him like this. And I could just tell it wasn't genuine. It was more of give me attention because I'm not getting any. And in my head, I'm not showing nothing, but I know what's going on. And I'm kind of laughing on the inside and thinking, oh my God, she really is a full-blown narc. And I know that for a fact. This night ends. I drive home. I don't say nothing. Obviously, I don't say nothing. Just carry on about myself. It's really none of my business anyways. But during the next week, this guy started coming to the gym. I could tell something was up. A couple days into the week, he came in and he really looked shook. He came in the back room where us guys work out the hardest, and he was coming with another dude that also works out with us. He started coming walking towards me because he just got here. I put my hand up to give him knucks because he was walking to the door. He didn't even put his hand up to give me knucks. He just looked forward with a straight face and just kept walking forward. Didn't even look at me. Just kept walking. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong? What's up with this guy? I thought he was mad at me because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. This other guy walks. I put my hand up, give him knucks. Everything's good. They go forward. I continue my workout. And out of nowhere, I was beside another guy that just said his name in the gym to come over. And this guy that was all shook started walking towards the guy that said his name, and he couldn't even have a conversation with this guy. All of a sudden, he just, tears just like this, just boom. And he broke out and he started shaking. All because of this narc girl. She was a narcissist. And she fucked him up bad. He said things like, he felt he needed. He just said, he just flat out said everything how it was and how he was feeling. He said he had to leave that house to get away from that girl just to find peace. And that really struck and hit home with me. And when he showed me this pain, when he was crying and when he was in tears and he was shaking, his hands and everything was just shaking like this, and he was crying, he was worked up, he was overwhelmed. I felt every ounce of what he just poured out, and I know exactly what he just felt, and it is miserable. It's horrible. And I hope to God nobody has to feel that. Because there is nothing fun about feeling that shit that they put on us. And just when he said I had to leave my own house to find peace, I felt that in my life so many times. So many times I felt that, and I know exactly what it is. He said he just needed to leave the house to find peace. And the gym is that place where he finds peace, where he can be himself, where there's nobody telling him what to do, nobody trying to control him, manipulate him, nothing like this. And the same shit happened to me in my life. That's why I knew exactly how he felt. And I wasn't even planning on making a video about this. I just thought about it tonight. This stuff happened days ago, and it's just another video topic, and it's something else that you guys can probably relate to. You guys can see this through for what it is. Because when you were dealing with a narcissist, when you were dating one, if you have narc parents, this is what it feels like. If you feel trapped, you feel like you can't live your own life, you don't have peace, you're always getting accused. Because this is what's going on in their own minds. These are things they would do if they were to come home late, if they were to go to the gym and come home maybe a half hour or an hour late. I come home from the gym late all the time because I don't have set times where I go and come home. I go there to get peace too. I have a lot of peace in my life outside of the gym, but the gym is an amazing place. You can go there to work on yourself, to just let free, to blow off some steam. And I know exactly what that feels like, being in a position like that, and there's nothing fun about it. He told this girl he can't take it anymore. He got a U-Haul truck to go to the house. He put everything that this girl owned in the truck and kicked her out. And apparently, this Monday is the day where she is out for good. She is gone, out the door. He is giving her to this Monday to get out of the house. They're not in the same room right now. And this guy is staying over at a buddy's house of his for a couple nights because he just can't even go near this girl. She's driving him nuts. These are the things he's telling me. And he can't think straight when he is around this girl. And I just can't say it enough. I know exactly what that feels like, guys. It's so fucking annoying, claustrophobic. You literally feel like this person is just like energetically taking energy from you. Just taking. They are taking from you. And there's nothing you can do about it. They are in your presence. You feel trapped. You feel swarmed. You feel like you are under spiritual warfare. And you have to cut that fucking rope or whatever the fuck it is that they are attached to us. Spiritually, mentally, like they have to be gone out of our sight, period. We cannot be around them. That's how toxic they are. That's the type of energy they carry. It's fucked up how they can attach to us like this. It doesn't even make sense. We don't even have to look at them. We could be back to back. We could be in the same house, but back to back. Let's say there's a kitchen counter straight forward. Let's say there's another kitchen counter behind you. You're at one and they're behind you. You're not even looking at each other, but you're in the same kitchen. Your energy can be sucked from you just like that, just from being around them. And it's miserable. It puts you under anxiety. It gives you depression. It makes you mad. It makes you mad because you can't feel like yourself, because they are taking you away from yourself spiritually. They even suck physical energy out of you. They expect you to give them fuel. That's what they expect. And that's exactly what is happening. They are taking fuel from you. You start to get exhausted. This guy said he was mentally, emotionally, physically exhausted. And this is a tough dude. This dude has 11 pro MMA fights. A bunch of amateur fights and a bunch of boxing fights. This is a tough dude that works out hard. This guy's heavier than me. He's a little bit older than me. He pushes up higher weights than I push because he's heavier, but still, he's a fucking beast. And that person did this to him. That's the type of power they have. This is the type of shit I had to go through that nobody could understand. Nobody could understand. When they have their sights set on you, to literally be attached to you, to bring you down, there's nothing you can do about it until you get away from them. Because if you were living in the same house, they got you trapped. Nothing you can do about it. They are in your life. You were in the same house. They don't want to let go. They don't want you to live your own life outside of them. They don't want you to have fun. They don't want you to experience life without them. They think they need to be attached to you at all times. They need to be experiencing the same level of happiness and fulfillment that you experience. That's why they don't want to let you go. They want what you are going to get. They want what you are currently achieving. They want you. They want to be you. And this is what this guy was just going through. And I fell for him. I told him, bro, be easy on yourself. I started telling him, I told him a lot more than what I just told you guys right now. I'm not going to sit here for a half an hour and say everything, but I told him what I needed to tell him. And I told him the very last thing I said, I told him, be easy, bro. Take it easy on yourself. Just calm yourself down. Get to a certain point where you're just relaxed. Don't stress yourself out. Don't fight against it. Just relax. Be easy. You know what I mean? Because this is the type of guy, like, he is a fighter. He wants to, he's trying. You can see he's like, physically, he wants to fucking just snap, to break through. And I know what that feels like. But the best thing you can do is literally just take it easy on yourself and relax. Give your brain a break. He needs to get away from that person and cut off ties, which he is doing. Thank God. And I told him this before it even happened, and he got to a point where he snapped and he said, I enough is enough. And that's the video for today, guys. I got nothing left to say about this topic, but this guy is on the right road to recovery. And we're going to wish him nothing but the best. I'm going to keep giving him advice. Anytime I see him in the gym, I'm going to continue to talk to him, tell him what I need to tell him, see where he's at, see how he's feeling. And hopefully he can get through this, because that girl is a complete joke. And the second I seen her, I knew it. I told him it. I told him that at the gym the next day. Not when I was there. Just the next day. But anyways, guys, I'm going to cut this video off now. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Peace out.